Hey, what's up everyone? This is C Good. Thank you for joining in because I'm going to share with you my favorite new albums for November 2025. Okay, so we're almost at the end of the year and I want to share with you new releases that came out in November 2025. These were the albums that catch my attention, I listen to the most, and I also enjoy them the most. Be sure to let me know what your favorite albums are for November 2025. Comment below. Let me know what you thought about the albums that you enjoyed because I definitely don't want to miss out on good music. Alright, so enough of me talking. Let's get into it. I'm going to share with y'all 10 albums and I'm going to go ahead and kick it off with some black metal. First black metal band I want to mention, I might be cheating here because it came out Halloween, but that is One of Nine with their new album, Dawn of the Iron Shadow. Even though this came out the last day of October, which was on Halloween, this album is just fantastic. I was listening to a lot this past month. If you like atmospheric, dissonant, black metal, badass riffs, not a lot of guitar solos, but a lot of cool tremolo leads, a nice, awesome, raspy black metal vocals. This is inspired by J.R. Tolkien knowledge, and it just sets a tone for it to be a black metal album, and I could agree that this will be in my top 10 black metal albums for 2025. But if you have not checked out this album yet, get into it because it's gnarly. Next black metal band I want to mention is called Waldgeflüster, and I'm not gonna try to pronounce this album title because it's in German, but I just fucking suck. Alright, so this is some pretty epic black metal in my opinion. This is more like atmospheric, more profound black metal, not your typical or traditional black metal, but if you like Panopticon, Agalloch, or Sewer, then you're gonna fucking love this album. I love how it has a lot of wilderness samples. I mean, great build-up. You can hear some post-rock tones in here, and the blast beats are just fucking badass and nasty in a very raw, raspy way. And it's just a kick-ass album. It's just like never-ending. It kind of reminds me of like a post-rock album because it starts up kind of slow, and then it just gets intense with awesome black metal tremolos and blast beats, and this whole album's pretty fucking good. I feel like it might be in my top 10 black metal albums for 2025, but yeah, black metal is looking good for this year, and if you have not checked this album out, get into it or you're missing out. Next black metal band I want to mention is called Lamp of Murmur with their new album, The Dreaming Prince in Ecstasy. This album had a lot of hype to it. Their last couple albums have been pretty good. Lamp of Murmur is pretty much your traditional black metal, very atmospheric, dissonant, raw vocals, sounds kind of scary in a 80s or 90s horror movie way, more in your 80s style. But this is fucking riff city all day. These riffs are very melodic, they're very fucking catchy, they're fucking badass, and I think this pinpoints everything you need to hear in a black metal band. So if you want to get into black metal, I think Lamp of Murmur is a great step to get into the genre. Although this is a badass album, it's pretty fucking good from beginning to end. But if you have not heard this album yet, check it out because you won't regret it. Alright, last black metal band, maybe black metal or death metal that I want to mention, is called 1914 with the new album Viribus Unitis. This is a great combination of black metal and death metal, and maybe some doom or a little bit deathcore as well, but above all, I think this is more on the black metal side. This is a fucking ferocious album. I mean, it's fucking mighty, guitar playing is on point, all the instruments come together are just fantastic. It's fucking fast, it's in your face, it's extreme, and it could be a little overwhelming if you're not into that much heavy music, because I don't listen to that heavy black metal because I consider it more of a heavy side of black metal because I guess it has those deathcore elements. But this is fucking badass. It's fucking brutal. It's punishing. Although, kick-ass album. If you have not heard it, check it out because it's killer. Alright, now transitioning into some black gaze or post-black metal. And this band I want to mention is called Remaining Warmth, with the new album When the Night Ends. Alright, this is some pretty outstanding black gaze. I guess you could call it post-black metal, although this has no lyrics, all instrumentation. It has a fucking mighty sound of shoegaze and post-rock blended together, but you hear the black gaze because there's a lot of aggressive tremolo riffs, blast beats, fucking atmospheric as hell. And it's going to be up there for black gaze album of 2025. I don't know. Definitely, Def Heaven's going to have some competition on this one. Although they did have an EP that came out in June, even though it was like 36 minutes long, they called it EP. I think you could just call it full album. Although, this is a badass album. I mean, it's just relentless blast beats, fucking awesome tremolos. It just pumps you up. I mean, you think when it's just about to end, it just gets fucking heavier and mightier, and it's just non-stop. So, yeah, this is a badass black gaze post-black metal album. And if you love post-rock, that's going to be a big plus for you too. And if you have not heard his album yet, please do not sleep on it. Alright, next band I want to mention is a collaboration from the Flenser, and these two bands are Ragana and Drowse, with the new album Ash Souvenir. Yeah, so if you know Ragana, they are known for their post-black metal with a little bit of sludge, doom, atmospheric black metal, very raw vocals, not as heavy in the black metal side of it. And then you have Drowse, which is more of like a post-rock, indie, ambient fucking project. And I think putting these two bands together is just pretty cathartic, I think, in a way. Like, to me, this is like a pretty cool doom post-rock, and there's some black metal in here because you do hear those atmospheric blast beats and tremolos, and Ragana has those nice drenched black metal vocals, which sounds pretty fucking cool. Although this is a good album, 4 tracks, kind of slow, but I think if you just set the tone and mood just right when you're listening to it, it's gonna be fucking epic. Alright, now we're transitioning into some death metal. First death metal band I want to mention is called Voidceremony, with the new album Adbitum, if I pronounce that right. To me, this sounds like some awesome old school death metal. I mean, it's fucking melodic as fuck. Everything that you want to hear in a death metal album. For me, I love old school. I love the sound of suffering sound. Fucking melodic as hell. Very math rock in a way too, but more on the death metal side of it. But it's badass. I mean, the guitar tones are just on point. The guitar leads are fucking badass as hell, which inspires me to be a better guitar player for sure. I think this album is going to be in my 10 best death metal albums for 2025. Although, check this album out because it's brutal. Next death metal band I want to mention is called Glorious Depravity, with the new album Death Never Sleeps. November has been a good fucking month for music, and I think this death metal album is going to be in my 10 best death metal albums for 2025. This is another outstanding death metal album. If you like Voidceremony, then you're going to like this band, Glorious Depravity, because it's more on the thrashier side and like some kind of like sludgy doom in here as well. Like, this is more my vibe of death metal. Those nice, gruesome death metal vocals, those guitar riffs are just fucking badass in the death metal way. And yeah, I can't get enough of it. I truly think this is going to be up there for the 10 best death metal albums for me. Although, check this album out because it's just fucking badass. Next death metal or black metal band I want to mention is called Morbikon, with the new album Lost Within the Astral Crypts. Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to pinpoint what type of band this is. I think this is more on the death metal side, but although there's a lot of black metal elements, and also there's like some hardcore elements with a little bit like deathcore. So it's a mix of everything, but I think I might put this in my death metal category. This album is just fucking bonkers. It's melodic as fuck. It's really fucking heavy. I just love everything about it. It's not a boring album. There's never a dull moment with it. The guitar riffs are just fucking harsh, cruel. The vocals have that raspy deathcore. And if you have not heard this album, check it out because you're not going to be disappointed. Alright, last band I want to mention. This is more of the post-hardcore, screamo, some sludge and doom. And that band is Inosuke with the new album, Allomancer. Yeah, this is considered an EP because I think it's a little bit over 15 minutes long, although I've never heard a screamo band combined with sludge, doom, awesome post-hardcore, and a lot of these guitarists do remind me of bands like Mastodon because in a sludgy way, maybe Kalesa. It's a melodic as fuck album. It's really good. These post-hardcore vocal styles remind me of a band from San Antonio called Buho, which is pretty fucking amazing. And also that other post-hardcore band called Tsunagi. This is a pretty epic album. I mean, everything's great about it. They have great post-rock elements with some doomy vibes as well. It's a fun fucking EP. And if you have not heard this album or EP, check it out because you're missing out. Alright, that's it for me. Those are the 10 albums that I have enjoyed and listened to the most. Please let me know what you thought about the list. Please let me know what albums that you have been listening to for this past month of November 2025, because I definitely don't want to miss out on good music. I think this might be my last new releases of the year for this year, because we are in November and there's not that many bands that are going to be coming out with new albums for December. I'm going to be focusing time on some end of the year content. But above all, I'm not too sure when next time I'm going to make a video. Be ready for my end of year content. And all I have to say is take care, be safe, and peace.